Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today marks the return of the Moneyball series. If it is something you want me to carry on, by all means leave a like and a comment below, and also subscribe to the channel please. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. It means the world, so make sure to share that to, I don't know, your family group chat or something. But yeah, today let's just get straight into it, and today's player is going to be on Moneyballing Kylian Mbappe. So obviously, even outside of Sorare, everybody knows who Kylian Mbappe is, but everyone within Sorare know how silly he scores, with these hitting hundreds on multiple occasions, especially when he was with PSG last season. Hasn't quite made that instant impact that everyone thought he's probably going to have there, but by all means, definitely a serious contender to have on your Sorare gallery. And yeah, for here you can see £215 in floor price and £134 in the classic. I'm going to show you guys quite a few players here that put up similar scores to him, who are just cheaper overall. The first player I think you should go for, maybe instead of Mbappe if you have a lesser budget, is going to be Vinicius Jr, of course, which is obviously his teammate at Real Madrid. Has under 23 utility, only till June of next. So the next player I'm going to get you to get. So to start off the Moneyball series, I think we're going to go with Vinicius Jr, who is, of course, Mbappe's teammate. He is... So to start off the under... Oh, fuck me. So to start off the Moneyball... So to start off with today's episode, I've gone with Vinicius Jr, obviously Real Madrid teammates of Kylian Mbappe. He has under 23 utility still till July 1st, 2025, obviously of next year. And like I said, the Brazilian is, let's see, L5 of 62, 62 L15 and 62 L40. In regards to his price, he's basically half the price of that of Mbappe. And like I said, you get that extra bit of utility, of course, as well. And like I said, with half the price, £66 in comparison to Mbappe's £134, I should say, and £250 in the in-season, where only Vinicius is only £122 in regards to that. These are Vinicius' scores. They literally look, no different to that of Mbappe, apart from the obvious hundreds every now and again. Obviously, Mbappe hit a lot with PSG, but we all know that's obviously in the French league. Now, can he replicate that in La Liga? Who knows? But obviously, this is somebody who has under 23 utility. We all know how good of a player he is, Vinicius Jr. as well, and he's half the price. So, yeah, definitely someone to keep your eye on if you are looking at somebody who is a cheaper Mbappe. Your next cheaper alternative to having someone instead of Kylian Mbappe is going to be here, of course, Mohamed Salah of Liverpool. Now, the Egyptian has been on fire so far this season under Arne Slot, obviously at Liverpool. And yeah, as you can see there, L5 of 69. He did indeed, rip my team apart with 2 assists and a goal. I'm a United fan, if you haven't known, or if you don't know. 21 worth of AA, hitting that 100 there, nice and clean. So yeah, definitely a solid player here. Obviously, we all know the caliber of player this guy is, and many of these players that I will show you on this list who have the rights to be marked alongside or similar to someone like Kylian Mbappe in regards to scores wise. And remember, guys, I'm not doing this like for like. Salah's not like Mbappe or Vinicius Jr, etc. These are purely players who put up similar scores, if not the same scores, for a much lower price. Now, again, if we look at the prices, he is very similar pricing to that of Vinicius Jr. Obviously, the only thing you've got to take in mind, he is 32 years old and has less than a year left on his contract. You would assume that Liverpool obviously would like to renew that. I'm pretty sure they will want to renew that, but will he? I'm not sure. I personally see him maybe going into sort of like Saudi League, because he will be 33 by that point. Probably wants one major paycheck. But that's my opinion anyway. But in regards to price, like I said before, 129 in the in season, whereas Mbappe is £215. So you're saving yourself basically 90 pounds there. And also in Classic, you got £51, where Mbappe is £134. And then if we were to look at the scores in regards to the players here, so we've got Mbappe's here and Salah's here. Obviously, Salah is capable of hitting that 100 every now and again, but again, can do it in a in a more difficult league, I would say, in my opinion. Obviously, uh, these are more or less subs, but in regards to his scores, when he plays and he's on it, he is on it. So yeah, for somebody like that, for almost basically half the price of that of a Kylian Mbappe, I definitely think Mohamed Salah is worth looking into, and that's why he is on my list in the Moneyball of Kylian Mbappe. The next great value player instead of Kylian Mbappe is going to be, as you can see on the screen, Raphinha, the winger at Barcelona. Now, the Brazilian has been in fine form recently, as you can see there with his L5 being at 73. And let's just get into the pricing, shall we? Again, £86 in regards to Raphinha, whereas obviously Mbappe is 215. £32 in the classic, and again, where Mbappe is £134. So you're saving yourself almost 3x in regards to your in season, and obviously your classic is just £100 cheaper as well. So that can get you another, another couple players. You can get yourself 2, 3 Raphinhas if you like to. Don't know why you would, but you could if you wanted to. And in regards to the scores, again, we have Raphinha here, who has recently just hit 100, hitting 3 goals and an assist in a 7-0 thrashing at home to Real Valladolid. So obviously, because of this fine form, will we see this more often? I potentially think we can see this a few more times this season, especially if Barcelona do carry their rich vein of form into the remainder of this season. But yeah, in regards to his scores, hitting 80s and 90s for fun, just like Mbappe did as well, as you can see here. Obviously hit 100s a lot more, but like I said in the pre-Moneyball players, is that this was obviously in the PSG League One French league. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, and whereas obviously this guy's doing it in Raphinha's doing it in La Liga in Spain. So yeah, very solid player. Quite young, remember as well. Yeah, 27. So realistically, for a winger or an attacker in general, that's coming into your peak. So who knows? We could see even more of Raphinha here. But all in all, yeah, very solid player for, like I said, like 3 times less the price. So I've given you one of Mbappe's current teammates, but now I'm going to give you one of his previous teammates, which is that of Ousmane Dembele, obviously at PSG in the French league. Again, very solid player. £60 is the price, so again, significantly cheaper of that of Mbappe. And even in classic price, only being £28 as well. So, yeah, you're saving yourself quite a lot of money if you're looking at that of a scorer who, again, are similar to Mbappe. Again, only 27 years old as well. L5 is 74, which is really nice indeed. And some very, very nice scores here. Obviously, I think the problem with him at the moment is that he's quite injury prone. That's probably reflective of that in the score. But if you don't mind that and you think he's going to have a better season, which I firmly believe he's going to, yeah, I just think he's an all-round brilliant player, all-round brilliant scorer of that of Sorare, and that's all you need, really, isn't it? So, obviously, you've got the utility in regards to France, when and where he plays. But all in all, yeah, very solid player for only £60 in season and £28 in the classic. Another one of Mbappe's teammates here, Real Madrid, Rodrygo. Again, under 23 utility, a little longer till July 1st, 2025 here. And yeah, L5 is 69, and I think overall this guy's just a brilliant player. £25 within his classic, and just under £50 in regards to his in-season card. If we take a look at his scores, again, that is very, very good. I think it's not obviously up there with Mbappe, but he is literally a third of maybe even a fourth of the price. But overall, very solid player. Obviously plays for Brazil again as well, so you've got that extra utility when and where there is international competitions, and also obviously within the Champions League, which is a bonus for all these players so far. But yeah, you've seen he's hit 100 a couple of times again, and obviously this again was in La Liga. But overall, yeah, a very solid player, a fairly consistent player as well when it comes to scoring these high peaks as well. Yeah, but all in all, like I said, for Rodrygo being under 23, extra utility with Brazil, good utility. So yeah, overall, I don't think it's too bad for the price. Next, we have another player from the Premier League, and you'll be happy to know it's not a Liverpool player. So it is going to be Newcastle United's Swedish talisman of Alexander Isak, only 24 years old, still a contract till June 30th, 2028, according to Sorare data. As you can see here, L5 is 67, L15 is 62, and L40 are 58. Now, I personally love this player. I thought this, when Newcastle signed him originally, I thought he was a brilliant player from Sociedad. And yeah, £43 in regards to in-season price, 26 or just under £27 in regards to his classic, I think are very solid prices indeed. And as you can see here, great scores. Again, doesn't peak the hundreds, but I do feel like Mbappe's probably going to not come down in regards to form, but he's not going to hit his hundreds as frequently as he did before with PSG in the French league. But all in all, this guy, again, you have international utility, which Sweden, by the way, what a team they have. They've got some brilliant players in there. It's a shame they're not all round amazing, but they definitely got some brilliant attacking players in there. But yeah, hitting himself 2 goals with a penalty one and another goal as well just recently in the international break just there. But all in all, got some good games coming up. Wolves, Fulham, Everton. You know, these are games that they should be ideally winning Newcastle, and in which case I think Alexander Isak is going to be the focal point for any goals that they do indeed score. And your cheapest player here on the money ball is going to be Iago Aspas, the 37-year-old veteran, still has a contract till next season. So that of similar of Mohamed Salah at Liverpool. L5 is 61, L15 is 61, and L40 61. So very consistent, solid player. And you could pick up this guy for as little as £6, and even in season, £17 to use the remainder of this, only the start of the season. You see in regards to his scores here, having recently hit 100 twice. Brilliant scorer in regards to quite consistent, and that's with a team who isn't actually all too good. Celta Vigo, I feel, were near the bottom of the La Liga table last season, and this guy pretty much just kept him up on his own. So in regards to the pricing, in regards to the scores, this guy is phenomenal value. Yes, he is old. Yes, he's obviously getting on a bit, and yes, it's probably going to be his last season in the top flight or top 5 leagues. But other than that, yeah, solid player, and you can utilise him for the remainder of this season. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, we're so close to that 1,000 sub mark. So again, if you can share it to your group chat, for your family, your friends, auntie, uncle, goldfish, I don't care, if you can just share it around, tweet it out, that'd be greatly appreciated. Speaking about tweets as well, if you want to check out my Twitter channel, which is at Capital Sorare, okay, make sure to go check that out, where we do polls and everything like that within regards to Road to Glory, so make sure to check that out also. And like I said, just like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Simple as that. Anyway, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Peace out, guys. And if you're new here, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload.